What's up everyone, it is UK Urbex and we are back with another video, and today we are exploring
the abandoned Littlewoods Pools, which was built in 1938.
It opened during World War II. It became the home of the government's postal censorship department. While its printing presses were used to print national registration cards, its vast internal spaces were used for manufacturing the floors of Halifax bombers, barrage balloons and woolen material. In the 1940s, the building was also used by Unity Pools, formed from Littlewoods, Zetas and Vernons.
The building has stood empty since 2003. On 2018, a fire broke out in the night at the part of the complex. The roof and the upper floors of the less one wing were lost, and also the main structure was saved.
So join us today as we explore through all of the leftovers of what remains of this wonderful building, and please remember to like, comment, subscribe and share and hit that notification bell.
So as you can see, we're now inside the building. It is quite derelict inside, to be honest. There is bits of the structure still left, but a lot of the stuff has been taken out or been stripped, as you can see. But yeah, we can show you a bit of the decor from the 1930s and 40s when it was pool halls, but you have to take a lot of imagination for yourself to actually imagine what it actually looked like in the inside. But you can see it's a massive hall. Look at the size of this place. It's absolutely huge.
And it's crazy to think that a lot of people would have been walking through here just doing their everyday work and all that kind of stuff. It's really weird to see, isn't it? Because you feel like you're just walking through like a time capsule, don't you, kind of thing. Just kind of imagining everyone around you all just being busy at this time.
Yeah, it would have been full of hustle and bustle and stuff. And you can imagine there would have been quite a few people here walking around and doing stuff, and you say doing all the things for the old lottery, which is what it was basically, an old lottery building. But you see in the Second World War to think aircrafts and stuff were built here is absolutely ridiculous.
Nah, I bet there was a lot of underground gambling near, Nick. What do you mean?
Well, there is actually underground spaces too, but you can see it's quite unfortunate. It's quite flooded, so we couldn't actually get in there. Obviously, we would have done for you, but we didn't have any waders with us this day when we went there.
Yeah, I was going to say, but have you actually noticed that most of the building though is actually in pretty good condition, for a building that's been abandoned for so long? Yeah, I know there's holes in the roof, and I know it's absolutely a wreck inside, and things are all thrown over the place. But other than that, it's not as bad as I would have thought it would have been, considering it's been like that since 2003.
Yeah, I mean, we've all got different views on what an abandoned building looks like.
I'd live there, mate.
Yeah, as you can see, Jack would probably live there. I mean, for me, myself, it is actually in pretty bad condition. But I can see what you're saying. The actual structure in some places, it doesn't look that bad. It's not leaking. You go to some structures and it really is leaking everywhere.
Nah,
but
to be fair, I still think it's cleaner than one of my mates' houses.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be. But yeah, as you say, it's very different, the structure and stuff. So, you know what I mean? Some of the windows have been smashed where people have been broken. Because you can imagine you say from 2003, it's a long time for it to be abandoned.
I think if you found a window, it'd kind of like finding a lottery card in there, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? That's probably how rare it would be.
Yeah, I mean, 18 years is a long time for a building to be abandoned, which is what it is now, because it's September 2021 now.
I know, it's all really open as well, and it's all been held up by them little skinny beams there. So you just think that in a couple, maybe about another 20 years or so, it's probably all just going to eventually collapse in, wouldn't it, over time? I
did like these sinks over here, though, in the hand dryer.
Yeah, kind of like nice. Me in the background, too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you enjoyed it there. I mean, this is one of your favourite explores, you told me.
It is. It was one of my favourite explores, yeah. And do you know what? I've also noticed that our sound quality is getting a bit better in our videos, because it kind of sounds like that we're just voicing over it right now.
I don't know where you get that idea from, because there's a lot of background noise and stuff going on. And the reason why I've had to voice over it is because there's some little kids in there at the time. We didn't really want their voices in, so if people wonder why we voiced over the whole video, because we don't try and do that, but sometimes you just have to do, because you don't want other people's voices in there swearing and shouting and carrying on. It's not like what we'd do anything like that. And to be honest, I like to think that we're an honest channel as well, so I'm just going to say right now I wasn't even there, so this is probably the first time I've looked at this building. So yeah, the way you guys are watching this video right now, this is my first time too, so let's just we'll watch all this through together, so make sure you watch to the end for me, because I'm going to be sat through this too. But this is the underground bit I was telling you about, which is all flooded. As you can see, it's terrible.
Didn't really come in the right equipment, did I?
Well, that's it. You should have brought your waders with you, Jack.
I think I should have. I think I should have came full stop.
Yeah, so originally I came here in March 2021, so this is quite an old video, to be honest. As you can see, it's quality, yeah. When I first got this phone, but you can see, a pan around the room there, taking you to these offices here. But as you say,
this looks a lot more intact though. For a building that's been abandoned since 2003, that room right there looked like it was not too bad.
No, it didn't. It didn't look the worst, and you know what I mean. It could have been a lot worse than that.
A lot worse, yeah. It definitely could have been. It could have been falling apart like the rest of the building.
I mean, the gypsies have been in to take the cabling and stuff as they do, because they're quite honest people like that. But apart from that, you know what I mean? I did like all the big open spaces and stuff, and I can't wait to show you around the canteen areas.
I wonder how much gypsies make from like tearing out loads of wire and sell it. I'm guessing they sell it off, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think they do a lot of it for charity and stuff because they are quite nice people.
Well,
so
yeah, obviously. Yeah, makes sense.
And it's never them who do it anyway. It's just they just happen to be there at the time. It's just one of those coincidences.
It isn't it? Yeah, it's like that. It's...
I mean, they are quite honest people, gypsies, and if we've got any gypsy fans, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, I think you've just made this. I think you've just ruined this whole video now, Nick. Just so we know, it's just him. It's not me. I don't agree with anything he's just said right now. But it's kind of like going to a bank with a gun, isn't it? You know, it's not always a cut.
Yeah, I think that now you're ruining the video. No, not bouncing guns and stuff. Yeah, it's going to be
going a bit American. Yeah. That's what we were meant to go. Do you remember that? When was that American trip meant to happen?
It was a long time ago. But yeah, you can see that this is the toilet block here, our favourite part of the building. This is a UK Urbex special. We always love recording the toilets for you guys. There we go, nice close up there of the toilet. Oh, you love that.
We also hope you're actually starting to like some more of the edits and effects we've started putting into the videos now, as we've now got a little hand and a UK Urbex in the bottom corner. It's looking quite professional now.
We're trying to make it more professional. As you said, this is an older videos, but you know, our newer videos now we are making them more and more better. So we're trying to make them better. And as you say, any problems you have in anything, we'd like to hear your feedback below. So anything you'd like us to improve on, we do take it. We're happy with good criticism or bad criticism.
I don't think you can improve just on 2 people.
You know what I mean? But
I don't think we're improvable, Nick. Like, as people, we're just not improvable. Maybe the video is, but we do well with the thumbnails. Come on, you know, well, except from your laser thumbnails when you can't be arsed and you just put the fucking when you just put the picture up. I didn't swear.
Yeah, I think that was one of yours, the last one.
My
last few have actually been pretty good.
You caught me. I didn't.
As you'll see in a second, there's actually another underground bit here. It's leading to a sewer area back to the main audio. It's me, what I don't put as the tags in. That's my biggest mistake.
Do you know what? I don't think I've put tags in a while either, and they're apparently the most important things. And then we wonder why we're not getting many views.
Yeah, it's me who misses out on the tags. But Jackson usually pretty good at that. I'd say I'm not very good at that. You see, that's just like a manhole we're looking at now down there.
And you know, if you're still listening to the stuff we're saying right now and you haven't closed the video yet,
which probably
remember, guys, please go over and subscribe to our second channel because, well, it's UK Urbex Adventures.
Even though we haven't done any adventures yet, but
we'll put it in the description. But our first adventure is going to be soon. We've got actually a couple of cool things that you guys will probably like. So we've got the camping. We've got the camping trip where we're going to camp in like some abandoned building or an abandoned forest or anything that's apparently haunted and stuff. We're going to do a bit of paranormal, as I heard that a lot of people are wanting to try that, as me and Nick still don't believe in it, and we've done it once and we thought it wasn't bad, but it wasn't really fun. But we thought, you know what, might as well do it because I do want to see if it's real. I am actually interested to see if it is actually real, because I know that a lot of people fake it, but yeah. And also we're going to be doing just other random things like what's this silly hotel we're going to do? We're going to stay at the worst hotel in Britain and then one of the best hotels in Britain and compare the two.
Well, not in Britain. We're going to do it in the same area. So say if we went to like Great Yarmouth, we're saying the best hotel in Great Yarmouth and the worst hotel in Great Yarmouth. We should say if you think this channel's bad, the second one's going to be even worse.
Well, there you go. I don't think I could stay in a worse hotel than the one I stayed in at London. You know, when I have to piss in the sink and share a toilet with everyone else.
I thought that was all right.
No, it was honestly awful. Do you know, they had like a window and I went down to reception and I said to the people, I can't have an open window, I'm boiling, is there any reason why I can't? And they said to me, yeah, it's for health and safety reasons.
Talking about health and safety reasons, just look at this building. It is really crumbled here. You're literally tripping over everything. I can't believe the state of it. It is quite scary to think how it's got this bad and so far. Anyway, back to the main order. Well, not the best thing of Jack to say.
This video's going to shambles.
It is.
And this is what happens when we're not talking in the building at the time. And the reason why sometimes we don't do that is because we're either next door to like another building or there's just loads of people outside and we just don't want to get caught, because we would rather get the content for you than speak through it live and get caught and get sent out kind of thing. So the footage is always the most important thing.
Yeah, if we even have to film over it afterwards, which we have done here. And this is the canteen area now I was telling you about earlier. As you can see, there's still quite a bit of the kitchen stuff in here, which I was surprised about, like the fridges and stuff. I thought they would have been stripped, and there's still like metal there, which I'm surprised people haven't gone in and taken. But so this is quite an impressive part of the building. The fact the whole kitchen was still there, and I was surprised about it. And we know a few explorers that tried to get in there. I mean, Bearded Reality tried, but he failed. basically, you should say he wants to go back there, but I don't think we'll be going back again now. But yeah, it is actually accessible if you get there at the right time. But there was the wall bunkers underneath, which I really wanted to do. I know Jack would have looked forward to doing that, but we couldn't get into that because it was sold as shut.
We're not talking about wall bunkers after the ones we did in Huddersfield. I don't even think that video...
Yeah, but these ones are better.
Is that video even available on our channel?
No, I'll make it. Don't worry, I'll make it back live for you all, because I know you all miss it. If I both popular demand, I'll get it back on.
We'll put wall bunkers.
It was my favourite video.
It was your favourite, because I hated it.
I don't know why you didn't like it, but it's one of our favourite videos.
Because I think we went there 3 times and we recorded it 3 times, and guess what? It was rubbish every time. And you know what? It'd be rubbish the 4th time we went if we ever did, but we wouldn't go.
We didn't have a good phones. We didn't have good camera equipment at the time, which was the thing.
No, a good camera wouldn't save it.
I think it would. It
really would. It probably looked worse.
I mean, it's not history.
You could see more of it. You could see more of it on a good camera, so it'd be worse, Nick.
Yeah, exactly. There's more to see. And it's all history and architecture. And it's the sort of stuff we like. This is what UK Urbex is all about. Seeing stuff from World War II. We want to show you what was going on back then.
All right, why don't you go record all the same videos that are, like one of your favourite YouTubers does, and we'll just start posting anything and everything.
I think we'll give that a miss anyway. So.
Yeah, you know why? Because we believe more in quality than quantity. Because we get a lot of people saying, how come you only upload once a week? And don't get me wrong, guys, we're not trying to pick ourselves up here. We don't think our quality and videos are amazing. We do think we're getting better over time, but we would rather do one good video than 3 rubbish videos of... Because the one thing I hate the most about when I watch a YouTube video is if it's just like a video where it's kind of like clickbait and you think they've got into the building but all they do is walk around it. That annoys me. Or just videos where they'll just record just absolute rubbish, like an empty field or something. I mean, I guess for some people that might be interesting, but I'd rather get like a full building with architecture and all the history and stuff behind it rather than just like... just an empty field, or like a abandoned stable, or just something just really small and just uninteresting, something you'd see all the time, I guess.
Yeah, what Jack's trying to say is basically we want to find something with history behind it. Well, as you can see, that brings us to the end of our video. I hope you've all enjoyed the video, and please remember to subscribe to both channels if you can, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.